crazy. I know we're not Kerr County. I know we're not Kerrville. I know we're not San Angelo or San Antonio. But hell, we're human beings. Help us. Give us what we need. We are a older community. A lot of our people don't have insurance. They don't have money. Kind of a forgotten community for Travis County. We're unincorporated. We are their unwanted stepchildren out here, unfortunately. We had no warning. Nobody notified us. 2:30 in the morning, people that could get out came to this parking lot. Nobody was here. No firefighters, no police, nobody. We did not see Travis County sheriffs until 10 o'clock the next morning, who were rolling through and saying, you all need to evacuate. I opened a TikTok page, walking through HEB, buying non-perishable groceries, saying, we need help. Get me the media. Get me some official. Get me water. Get me anything we need, please. We have nothing. And I'm just trying to do whatever I can. I've had people stop me this morning and say, here's some more water, take it with you. Here's some more food, take it with you. Like, this is what we do out here as a community. But for God's sakes, Travis County, help us. Don't treat us like we're nothing out here, because we're not. We're human beings. We pay taxes out here. Don't treat us like this.
They lied to us. They lied to us. Maga keeps regretting. They said everything they were told before they voted were all lies. They are regretting, you guys. Welcome to Global Gist with BJ, where you get your most shocking informations and news from. Right? Let's watch these videos and then we will be back with the commentaries. See you.
Hold on, what did you just say about Trump?
I said, Trump's a fucking liar. Inflation's going up. Gas prices hasn't really come down that much. Eggs? That's the funny one. The eggs. I'm mad. And I'm a mega man. Okay? I don't see anything he's done.
So is it safe to say that the illusion has faded?
I think it has, yes. I was for him because, everything he said. He played right into my hands. He just told us everything we wanted to hear. That's what he did. I can't even stand to look at him because, he's just he's a con. He's a flat ass, nothing but a fucking con. They all the right side, they say, oh yeah, the Biden side was so bad. Well, what's so good about the right side? He brags about doing something with our economy, but I haven't seen anything happen yet. That big beautiful bill is going to add, they say $2.5 trillion. It's going to add about $4 trillion to the debt. The big beautiful bill. Oh, what a joke. Remember what happened in the 80s with trickle-down economics? Yeah. The filthy rich got richer, and us guys that worked for a living paid more taxes. I'm disappointed, for sure. I'm real disappointed.
I didn't care how things were affecting others until it affected me. Am I proud of that? No. We live in a very cruel world, and sometimes the only way to survive is by being selfish. We are all just out here trying to survive as best we can. And although we may have good intentions and we may be empathetic and we may be compassionate, we will always put ourselves first because we have to survive. And if that means making a mistake in my vote or maybe putting my trust in the wrong person like I did, then that's what it means. I will always put the betterment of my family and vote in ways that I think will help my family above anyone else.
Here's the problem with voting for your self-interest. I understand Maslow's hierarchy of needs. When you're on the bottom and none of your needs are fulfilled, you can only think of yourself. But here's the problem with that, is you voted for your self-interest. So did everybody else in the Republican Party. Think about that for a minute. You voted for your self-interest, but you don't have anything. You don't have anything. Like that's what it is. But other people, rich people, they have a lot. So of course they're going to vote for their self-interest because they have something. You don't. You need the tribe, right? The socialized healthcare, the socialized dental care, schools, firefighters, police officers, all socialized systems. Is it clicking yet? You voted against the tribe. You know, humans didn't make it on their own. We always existed in a tribe, taking care of each other. You could only take care of yourself if you have something, and you don't have shit.
The one thing that I don't understand, right? And this is, rest in peace to those people in Texas. Sorry that happened to you, right? But if I'm not mistaken, Texas is a red state. Is it not? So that means y'all voted this man in office, and when he started firing all of the federal employees, that included the people who were at the weather place that was supposed to read everything and tell y'all like, hey, storms are coming. Y'all voted to get them fired. And now y'all upset that y'all weren't warned when y'all voted to have these people fired. The same way with all these recalls on food, and y'all fired the World Health Organization. Y'all doing whatever y'all doing with the CDC so they don't have to report things anymore. Y'all voted for these changes, and now y'all mad that the changes are affecting y'all and y'all loved ones. I don't even know what else to say after that, because y'all voted for these farmers. All the farmers were saying they were struggling and blah. Y'all voted for y'all thought the Hispanic people he was deporting wasn't going to be the ones on y'all farms? You thought because you was Maga, they was just going, let's just skip this farm. We're not going to come take people off of this farm. We're going to give them a little grace because they vote. They don't care about nobody but themselves.
The people crashing out over the big beautiful bill haven't even read the big beautiful bill. It's 870 pages. Did you read it? No. There's a certain group of people who just want to pick out pieces like the Medicaid part, talking about everybody deserves health care. Yeah, everybody does deserve health care. But Medicaid is not a universal program. This is in Canada. Universal health care is in Canada. You can go move there if you want universal health care. But in the United States, Medicaid was a government program for seniors and people who were disabled. Your whole family shouldn't be on Medicaid. Your whole family shouldn't be on Section 8. The free loading train has come to an end. Read the big beautiful bill, all 870 pages, before you jump on here crying about what Trump's doing. You can get Medicaid if you're not disabled or if you're not a senior. You just have to have a work requirement. You can get EBT and SNAP benefits, but you can only get it for 2 years. You can get a Section 8 voucher for 2 years. Not you, your kid, your kid's kids, your grandma, your auntie. That's not what it is. That's why you're really mad. Tell the truth. Because we already know. Because all that free shit that you've been getting hasn't been free. Taxpayers have been paying for it. The ones who work. The ones who have barely any food in their refrigerators while you guys do food hauls from Walmart talking about you got $3,000 in food stamps. You have to get a job now. Or if you want your whole family on Medicaid, go to Canada, because there's some really great things in the 870 pages of that big, beautiful bill. So one of them is no tax on tips, no tax on overtime. So when you get your job and you work overtime, it won't be taxed like it is now. Do y'all know how much they tax overtime? Like 50%. That's gone away. All of the servers in the world who get like shit tips, you won't have to be taxed on them anymore. So maybe you'll bring home more money. I think that's a win. And for all of the people who are buying cars or have car loans that you probably don't want to pay back, there's not going to be any more tax on the interest from your car loan. So where is he's taking the Medicaid and he's making tax breaks for the rich people? Read it. The other thing is Medicaid is for people who need Medicaid. It's not for you losers who are sitting at home making bullshit TikToks and then being mad because you're not making any money on it. You're providing no value. So when you want to complain about Trump's big, beautiful bill and literally get on social media crying about your Medicaid is gone, first of all, it hasn't even gone into effect. So stop lying. That's first of all. Second of all, if you're not a senior and you're not disabled, The big beautiful bill just tells you, as it relates to Medicaid, you got to work a certain amount of hours. The Section 8 that you generationally hand down to your whole family is over. You can't do that anymore because there are American citizens who actually qualify for Medicaid and Section 8 and EBT and couldn't get it because you've been on it for 20 years. And for all of you people who are talking about, oh, what are we going to do? Well, you should be happy about the big beautiful bill because now the illegal migrants can't get your shit. And maybe if the illegal migrants go back to their home, there'll be jobs for you to get. So you don't have to be at home begging for money, okay? So let me know down in the comments. Did you guys read the big beautiful bill? Have you read all 870 pages, or are you just saying what everybody else is saying? The same group of people talking about crying that your Medicaid is gone. Like well-bodied people, like strong people, not seniors, crying on this app because you don't get free shit anymore. Let me know down in the comments who's down for the big beautiful bill and who's making up shit and or not even reading it and have no idea what they're talking about. And don't get me started on alligator Alcatraz because I'm gonna make a whole video about that too. But let me know down in the comments. Are you for the big beautiful bill or are you one of the whiners and complainers? Did I miss something? Because I actually read it.
Y'all, Trump just said today that the tariffs are doing so well, he thinks they're going to be the money we operate on instead of federal income taxes. He said to begin with, the people making $200,000 or less will be the first ones to go tax-free, baby. Looking forward to that. It just keeps getting better, y'all.
We voted for Trump because he promised while he was campaigning like a million times that when he got into office, he was going to bring down prices, bring down grocery prices. The inflation has been high ever since COVID, and he promised he would bring that down. But it's obvious to me now that that was not true. Egg prices have skyrocketed. The bird flu is killing all the birds, and he doesn't seem to be doing anything about that. He's stopping disease communications from the disease centers in America, pulled us out of the WHO. Like, how does that help anything? And yeah, all he's been doing is taking away rights and freedoms, or trying to. He's not doing anything about the economy. So yeah, we totally regret our vote at this point. We've had a really tough time here in North Carolina. Half of my house got washed away in Hurricane Helene, and I applied for FEMA assistance and we got approved. But now Trump is canceling FEMA and emergency assistance to people. He's also canceled Medicaid.
You know why we voted for Donald Trump? Because the middle class man finally thought he was going to get ahead in life. You said no taxes on overtime. Big, bold, beautiful letters. We thought, hell yeah, why would we not vote for that? Then you turn around and pass the bill and it's a crock of shit. It's a tax credit for the people that make a certain amount of money. Of course, when you put it in big, bold, beautiful letters, it looks great. We're going to vote for you. And you knew what you were doing. You were baiting people in, saying, no taxes on overtime. You didn't give no fucking details. Your details that we read ain't worth a flying fuck. That bill, and I think Donald Trump's going to be great for the economy. It's only been 7 months. Give the man a chance. I get it. But the first fucking bill wasn't worth a shit. A lot of shit went wrong in that bill because we were misled. And you say, well, no, we were misled because a lot of people go off what Donald Trump says. We're not going to go read the shit. Come here.
It was an open fucking book test, dude. It was an open book test. And now the big, beautiful bill is what's going to finally do you in. Not the fact that he lied to you and told you he was going to end the war in Ukraine in 24 hours. The fact that he was going to bring global world peace. No. Was it the fact that he was going to have the largest mass deportations on a scale and is still far behind both Biden and Obama? No. It wasn't any of that. It was the fact that he promised you no tax on overtime and tips. And you fell for it. And that's what stole the vote. Instead of voting for the people, or women I should say, that were both way overqualified for the position, not only over Donald Trump, but over any other candidate that actually was running there. And the fact that they were a woman, or possibly of color, or they were going to start World War III, or be too emotional for the job, or they didn't know what they were doing, or they're not a businessman, Well, they're also not a 34-time fucking felon who literally was found guilty of fucking conning people out of money for charity.
I voted for him for lower grocery prices. He promised me cheaper prices on groceries. And that has not happened. Not only has that not happened, I'm getting my food stamps taken. I'm getting my cash assistance taken. I am getting my Section 8 taken. I am getting all my welfare governments taken. I did not ask for this. I would not have voted for him if I knew this was going to happen.
Do you know what drives me insane about these people that say that if I would have known, I wouldn't have voted for him, or I did not vote for that? Yes, you did. The first thing that bothers me is yes, you did. You see, you voted for those things. You just thought it would happen to someone else. You were perfectly fine with other people losing programs, losing things that would benefit them. You just didn't think it would touch you. You thought you were safe from losing these programs. And the other part is they say they didn't know. Bull crap. Bull crap. The left, independents, lots of different economic experts, doctors, scientists have been screaming about all the horrible things that Donald Trump would do. We told you about Project 2025. We told you how many times his name was listed in Project 2025. And we told you how many of his own staffers were in there as well or helped write it. But you guys didn't believe us. You guys said fake news. We tried to warn you. You didn't either want to listen, or your bigotry and your racism, your homophobia and your sexism didn't allow you to see what was coming. So the bed that you made, you now have to lie on. The sad thing is that so many of us are in the same bed with you, but we didn't vote that way. We knew that these things were going to happen. We knew that this was going to cause havoc for everybody. And look, I'm sorry for you. I feel horrible that you're going to lose all these benefits, but you did vote for this. So if you want something to change, I suggest you call your congressperson and tell them to put a leash on Donald Trump and stop him in Congress. I suggest instead of just coming on this app and whining and complaining about what you yourself created, you call your representative and do something about it. Otherwise, we here on the left and independent, we don't care. We warned you. All my love.
I just heard everything they said. Oh, we were played. Some people said they lied to us. Some people said we never thought it was going to happen like this. We thought he was a Christian. Blah, 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 blah. A lot of people told you guys, no, don't do that. You guys were warned. Now a lot of people are going to be going to the alligator Alcatraz. You're now about to start going to the farms yourself. You're now about to start paying for groceries 10 times higher than what you've been paying before. Gas. So many bills are about to triple or quadruple at this point, all because of your mistake, all because you didn't listen, all because you thought that, oh, he's my skin color, oh, he's my this, he's my that. Do you see that now? That the Medicaid has been removed. Now kids are about to lose medications. Senior citizens are losing medications. Imagine senior citizens that have chronic conditions like cancer, losing a lot of benefits, all because of your conditions. You're going to keep regretting this until you all run away from the America, because you are the ones that are making people go through all of these things with you. You didn't want to listen. You were thinking of the skin color. You were thinking of the tribe. You were thinking of, come on. That's crazy. A lot of things are happening. The farms, everything. America is no longer the dream anymore. The airports are now so empty. Nobody wants to come in. Even the ones that had green cards are stuck in other countries. They don't want to come back anymore. The ones in the country don't even want to travel again because you might travel and not be allowed into the country. It's so crazy, guys. I want to hear your experience in the comment section, and I'll be back with a new one later in the day. Please kindly subscribe, share, and like. Do not stop listening to the Global Gist with BJ, where we get hot topics. Bye, guys.